Hey, what's going on? It's the Bearded One back at you again with a new video. Hey, so in today's video, we have Miss Shauna Thompson here from Future Home Loans. And we're going to talk about those first-time home buyers. So we're going to give you a 30,000-foot view because what we're going to talk about today applies to VA, conventional, and FHA loans. So if you're interested in buying a house here in Jacksonville, definitely stay tuned to this video. All right. All right, so welcome back to the channel. As I said before, we're going to talk about first-time home buyers. There seems to be a lot more first-time home buyers in the market right now. So first off, before we get started, I want to allow Miss Shauna to introduce herself to everyone.
Hey, I'm Shauna Thompson. I'm with Future Home Loans Mortgage Broker, and excited to be here.
Absolutely. Just for our viewers, how long have you been in the business?
3 years, going
3
on
years.
3.5 years.
And she's an absolutely amazing mortgage lender. If she wasn't, she wouldn't be on the show, okay?
I mean.
So, exactly. All right, so we're going to talk about first-time home buyers because, I mean, a lot more millennials and Gen Zs are buying houses. What would you say is like one of their first questions that they ask when they're looking to buy a home?
Where to start?
Okay.
Where to start? A lot of people think that the process is so overwhelming, and it's just a matter of simplifying it and letting them know, hey, it's not that bad, not that hard. Where to start? Then they say, how much can I afford? Got
you. So tell us, like, as far as affordability, what are the things that lenders look at to see how much house you can afford?
So we look at things that are reporting on the credit report.
Okay.
We look at things like your income. We look at your debt to income, which is your debts that's reporting on the credit report versus the income you have coming in. And then really the home plays a price in that as well.
Got you. And then, so what are some of the misconceptions that people think, because there's a lot of things out there, a lot of people on social media telling you certain things and you can do this, you do that. What are some of the misconceptions of buying a house?
That you have to have a whole bunch of money to put down.
Okay.
You don't have to have a whole bunch of money to put down.
Got you.
3 to 3.5% is minimum for first-time home buyers, and you do have several programs out there to help with that. So you don't have to say 20%. That's a misconception, huge misconception. They are social media. Got
you. So down payment can really be lowered, and I know there's some programs here in our city that the mayor has just released to help people buy homes, and there's some other programs and grants and everything else like that. So what you're in essence saying is you could really buy a house with little to no money down.
Little to no money down.
Wow.
A lot of programs to help.
So you heard it here first. So that's the first thing. There are programs out there to help you buy a house, down payment assistance programs. So now I know we really can't go into specific rates because rates really vary from person to person. As far as what you've seen in the business, what would you say dictates a person's rate?
Credit score.
Wow.
So just working on your credit, if it's something that you feel like is a challenge, and increase it. So the higher the credit score, the higher or the better the rate. But don't let that deter you. There's always somewhere to start, but the credit score is definitely a big factor in your rate.
Got you. So if you don't have good credit, start working on your credit. Get with Shauna. She has some programs, some people that can help you out and help you get your credit score up. Now let's talk rates. We're talking about rates. When is the best time to lock in your rate once you're in the home buying process? Before we get into that, let's answer this question. What does locking in the rate mean to those who don't know as first-time home buyers?
Yeah. So that means that you are set to go. Like, that is your rate. That's your lock in, and that's going to be your rate for the next 30 years unless you refinance. Right?
Gotcha.
The best time to lock in your rate is usually when you get the contract and you're under contract, you found the home that you like, you're ready to go, then we can lock in your rate. However, we do have a program here at Future Home Loans that is called a lock before you buy program, or lock while you shop program. So if you don't have a home in mind just yet, we can always lock the rate for a certain amount of time, and then you'll have that rate. So the scares of the market won't affect you. You can have the rate, and then you can shop for your home.
Got you. So now you bring up a good point. So if I lock in my rate, let's say I lock in my rate early in the process and the rates come down, can you all change that at that point in time, or how does that work?
It varies lender to lender.
Okay.
So there are some abilities to lower that rate if there are changes that happen in the market, but that is a possibility. So, yeah.
Got you. So now, home buying process. So the first step you would say as a lender is what?
Find a good team.
Find a good team. Now,
What
does that mean?
Build a good team. Find a good team and build a good team. So
Yes.
have your trusted agent.
Absolutely.
Right?
Okay.
Your trusted lender,
Okay.
myself, you have your inspection person, you have your appraisal person, you have your credit person, whoever you need to have, build that team,
Gotcha.
right? And go to them for resources. Be a resource. Don't go on social media. Don't do all the other things. Go to them. Ask them questions to build your team. That would probably be the first thing that I would do.
Gotcha. So build your team. Get with a professional realtor, whether it be myself or someone else. Get with her as far as the lending, and then start building that team. Because even though the realtor's the cog in the wheel, he just an orchestrator or conductor that's conducting the entire orchestra. Because a lot of people play a part in your home buying process. Even though the realtor is probably the most active person that you're gonna be talking to the entire process, from the beginning all the way to the end, and even after, if you have a great realtor that's still staying in contact with you, checking in from time to time, checking on the house and see how things are going. So that'll be your first step, finding a trusted realtor, because he has a team that he's built and trusts to get her stuff done. So I want to talk really quick, making offers. Now, because you play a part in this too, because as a team, you'll be the one saying, hey, we may need this to make this deal happen. Now, what are some of those things that buyers may need to make deals happen?
Seller concessions.
Seller concessions. So what are seller concessions?
Help from the sellers to help you on your closing costs and your down payment.
Gotcha.
Or even to buy the rate down.
Gotcha. Now, so you talked about rate buy down. So buyers can buy the rate down.
Buyers can buy the rate down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you heard it first. You can buy the rate down. Kind of briefly tell us what that exactly means.
So buying the rate down would be taking a certain amount of money, however much that is, and then looking up how much that amount of money would cost to buy the rate down, right? So you take that and say, hey, it's $1,500. What can I get? Where can my rate be at with $1,500, right? So even if that brings it down just a slight bit, that still helps with your monthly payment.
Gotcha.
And that is like a fixed rate, right? So that will be your rate for the next 30 years, 20 years, 15 years.
Gotcha. So you can still buy the rate down. Now, if you buy the rate down and then eventually the rate goes down even lower than what you have, you can refinance at that point in time. Always refinance.
Always refinance.
No penalties. Perfect. All right. What else? Any tips you want to give first-time home buyers out there?
Outside of getting a great team together, I would say just stay encouraged and trust your gut and get off the media, right? Find your professional. Go to your professional. Ask them questions and not the media. Don't listen to the media. There's always the right time to buy, and whatever that right time is, it's for you, not for anybody else.
Gotcha. Now, before we go, I want to ask this one last question before we go. Now, we've gotten through the process, got the house. We are basically ready to go, and we're a week or a few days out from closing. What can stop somebody from closing? We've locked in the rate. We're pretty much set to go. What can hurt a buyer at the last minute right before getting to the finish line?
Oh my goodness.
Just give us a couple of reasons.
There's a couple
that you've seen. Yes.
Don't buy a car.
Don't buy a car. Okay.
Don't buy furniture.
Yes.
And don't change your job. Those are the three things. You check for all three things, or check numerous of things, but those are some things that I've seen and experienced, and that will definitely put a stop to that cart at the closing table.
Gotcha. Because you guys check it at the beginning, then right before, just to make sure that they still have everything in place.
Yeah.
The credit hasn't changed.
Right.
They don't have any more debt.
Right.
And they still have that job they said they had that they verified.
Yeah.
Sounds okay to me. I mean, you got enough money to make. Your credit score hadn't went down, and your debt hasn't changed.
Yeah, you're not driving around in a Lambo.
Absolutely. So what does that mean? That means wait till after you close on your house to buy that new furniture, to buy that new car, or whatever else it is you want to do, because that can really derail and kill a deal.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Anything else you want to give out to the people as a tidbit, or anything that you want to say to them?
No, I think that's it.
I think that's it too. I mean, you've given a lot of jewels, you've dropped a lot of nuggets. I will say this one thing: if you're considering getting in a new home or thinking about buying a new home, get with one of us so where we can help you out. We'll do a consultation, and what we've done is we've decided to say, hey, let's get together and do all the consultations together. So that way, as a team, you, her, myself are all on the same page. So there's not like third-party knowledge. We're all on the same page of what's going on. So get with a trusted advisor, get with a trusted lender, and then also get off the fence. Like, these prices ain't going down.
Not at all.
Prices are not going down. So like she mentioned before, in the media, you thinking that prices are going to come down? Not a chance. I'm sorry to say that.
No.
Because prices still continue to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're waiting for rates to go down, when rates go down and you're one of those people and there's 50 other people and they like that same house as you, what's going
Good
to
point.
happen?
Great point.
You guys are going to go
Toe
toe
to
for
toe.
toe.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
see what happens. So don't wait.
Absolutely, because you can always refinance.
You can always refinance.
What's the little saying they say?
Marry the house, date the rate.
There you go.
There we go.
There we go. So, if you all have any further questions for me or Shauna, hit us up in the comment section below. And where can people reach you at before we wrap this up?
Oh, I am on all social media. So on Instagram, it's mortgages.by Shauna. So mortgages by Shauna, and Facebook, Shauna Thompson.
Absolutely. So reach out to either one of us if you have any questions, and we'll be more than willing to answer those questions for you. All right. So I am the bearded one, and I'll see you in the next video.
See ya.